Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we're going to be building a peaceful Japanese dojo on the Isle of Siptah. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I started off with, of course, the baseplate. This build is modded, with all the mods used in this video in the pinned comment below. I used Murayama stone fence foundations to draw out the shape of the dojo. I went for a fairly simple design of a large rectangular room at the centre which will serve as the main training area, along with a small dining room and meditation room at the back right side, and a balcony on the front. I did later choose to add a veranda on the left side and a small garden during the furnishing phase. When I'd placed down the fence foundations, I then used Murayama ceilings to cover said foundations, though I did choose to use Yamatai ceilings in the main dojo room, as I felt it just fit a bit better. I used infinite stability beams underneath the Yamatai floor, though you could of course just use regular pillars. I just did this because it was easier. Next, for the walls. I first placed a 2x2 moon door at the front of the dojo. I really like this piece, I think it adds a lot to the build, and I then proceeded to build the walls up. The Murayama pack has plenty of offerings in different styles, and initially I decided to use the regular white plaster walls in alternating fashion to develop a pattern, although later in the furnishing phase I chose to replace the walls around the central training area with door frames so that I could use the decorative Fusuma doors. I included windows sparsely throughout the build and built the walls 3 tiles high around the central area, with everything else being 2 tiles high. Next, for the roof gables. I used half walls and shallow sloping sides to construct a small gate gable onto the entrance, along with creating roof designs across each of the rooms, though I would later slightly adjust the roof over what would become the food hall. I also created gables atop the central training area, combining shallow and regular sloping sides to create a steep angled roof, which should top the build off perfectly. Murayama is really good for that Japanese style, however if you don't have access to this mod, like if you're on console, I would recommend just trying it out with Yamatai. Yes, you won't be able to get these shallow pieces, but Yamatai should do the job really well. Next, for the roof. Using Murayama roof pieces, I built simple but nicely designed roofs over each room. The Murayama roof pieces have a really nice overhang, and whilst it does sometimes get in the way, I think it really suits the Japanese style quite well. I ended up redesigning the roof over the food hall for this reason, so that the overhang didn't clip too much into the central training area, and continued to build the roofs up. Finally, I added the front veranda I mentioned earlier, placed awnings and fences onto it, and then readjusted the front balcony. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to, of course, furnish. Approaching the dojo, I've added a front garden and a large cherry blossom, which I think really adds to the build. I've lit the dojo inside gently with aquilonium braziers for a soft yet warm lighting. Entering the dojo, you can see that I've replaced the walls around the central training area with Fusuma doors and frames, and I've marked each room with its respective name in both English and Japanese. The balcony is a small, minimalist relaxation area, as is the left side veranda that looks over the nearby hills. Entering the training area, this is where most people will come to train in a variety of disciplines, from Kento and Aikido to simple meditation and self-centering. I've kept this area fairly minimalist, with the structure itself carrying most of the decoration. I've tried to keep things as close to the tradition of actual dojos in real life as I can. In traditional dojos, from what I've read, students would enter from the back left of the room, whereas instructors would enter from the top right. I've also ensured that all the students are not wearing shoes, as traditionally shoes are not allowed inside a dojo. I did kind of forget to take the shoes off the instructors, but it's okay. Entering the back left meditation room, this is an extremely minimalist room with no distractions, so that people in here can simply focus on achieving Zen and inner peace. Entering the food hall through the back corridor, this is a simple area where food can be eaten in a group. It is attached to the back veranda, which leads to the front garden. Reaching the garden, this is a tranquil place right underneath the cherry blossom, with a small pond to encourage the appreciation of nature. And there we have it, a Japanese dojo on the Isle of Siptah in map square D11. Thanks for watching. It's been a little while since I dabbled in the Japanese style, but I definitely enjoyed building and decorating this dojo. It was a fairly quick, simple build, but I did really enjoy it. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know what builds you want to see in the comments below. As usual, anything is welcome. There are new videos coming at least twice a week, so do feel free to subscribe. Only 20% of my viewers are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you're new here and you've enjoyed this video, or you've seen a few of my videos before, hit the big red button to join the coffee cult. There are plenty more videos coming for you to enjoy. As usual, the links to my Twitch, Patreon and Discord are in the description. You can get 66% off a 2-year deal with NordVPN plus a month free when you visit nordvpn.org/earedyt or use code earedyt at checkout. I use Nord a lot to watch region-locked content, but I would personally recommend it to anyone that values their privacy online. Purchasing NordVPN through my link goes a long way to help me and the channel out, and you also get access to the best rated VPN service on the market, so I'd recommend at least taking a look if you are interested. Nord has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you are not 100% satisfied with the service, you can get your money back quickly and easily. The links to get that discount are down in the description below, or you can just enter code earedyt at checkout. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can become an esteemed cultist on Patreon, where you'll get access to exclusive Discord roles, sneak peeks of new videos, and your name at the end of every video. On that note, a thanks to our patrons Sammy, Sadialot, Randar, Connor, Blue Ivy, Velma, Shannara, Torn, and Eagle Rose. Again, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.